G'day all you wonderful people, welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al and today is day 11 in the White Mountains. Technically day 10, but day 11 because yesterday we had a day off, but we were still in the White Mountains for the first 6 miles of the day so that we could walk to a place to hitch in to the hostel that we stayed at last night, and I cooked up a big meal and we got our clothes done, so I smell of laundry detergent instead of BO for once. Today's challenge is to get up and over those mountains there that you can't see. They are the Wildcat Mountains, and then we'll go to South Carter Mountain, and maybe we'll hit Middle Carter Mountain, probably not North Carter Mountain, but it's just a ridge line, so hopefully it will be a pretty easy day once we get the horrible climb we've got to face right now out of the way. There she is, the butte we have to climb up. These two, I'm gonna just watch them disappear into the distance. They're such seasoned hikers, they are professionals, and hopefully they'll save me a spot once they get to the campsite.
Maybe.
How much money you got, buddy?
First come, first serve. If you're not there in time, sorry.
See, these people are supposed to be called friends.
I work for the AMC. How much money you got?
Zero. You've fleeced me out of everything already.
Well, go camp among the fragile vegetation that we're trying to protect them.
If you ain't rich, we don't want you here.
All right. Off you go, Holy Roller. See you later.
See ya.
The bear is looking up, reading the sign.
Feeding, tormenting, physically confronting, throwing objects at, or approaching bears for any reason will make an unpleasant experience for both you and the bear. Remember, bears are wild, unpredictable animals. No camping except at the Harvard Mountain Club cabin. Tonight I'm camping at the Harvard Mountain Club cabin. All you lesser folk can go on somewhere else.
Caldwell Community College reigns supreme. Representing Caldwell.
Do they have a mountain club?
We got all kinds of mountain clubs.
Yeah, shut up.
We are a perched high up on a mountain with a beautiful view.
That doesn't mean you have a mountain club.
We are a mountain club.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a sense of how steep some of these are. They're literally just ladders straight up. Down there in the center of the frame is where we started out a couple of hours ago. Since then, we climbed over this lump here, back down and all the way here, and we've got quite far to go still. More and more uphill that way. Alright guys, we're not even halfway there yet. What do you think of the slope so far?
It's intense. It's straight up.
It's probably the hardest climbing that we've ever had to do.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
We've just arrived up at the mountaintop, or close to it, and there's a gondola we could have ridden instead of hiking. Starting to question yourself, what makes sense, gondola or hiking up for 3 hours? That's the peak up there, 0.1 ahead. Finally at the top of Wildcat Mountain, 4,000 and what did you say, Panda?
62.
4,062 feet. Man, that was a climb and a half.
This is actually Wildcat D. The actual Wildcat Mountain is like 2 miles ahead.
Wildcat D and Wildcat Mountain is 2 miles ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so why do they call it the same thing?
This is the D peak.
The D peak. D peak.
Take a peek at my D. Sorry.
Holy Roller, can I get your opinion for the audience on what it's like to be a 5'3" woman trying to climb up the Wildcat Trail?
very difficult. Extremely difficult. I mean, it's possible. You just have to get creative. Because, you know, you take huge steps, you don't have a problem with these big stone steps and these big reaches in between stones and boulders. But me, sometimes it takes a little bit of scrambling and walking around. I didn't have to put my foot on your knee like that, like we thought we were going to have to, but for a minute there, it was hard for me to figure out how I was going to get up that one boulder.
Have you got a message for the AMC and maybe their trail maintenance or their trail design?
Make the trail short people accessible.
Be more inclusive.
Think of us short people. We're not all 6 foot tall men out here.
Except me and Rob are.
You two are.
So basically 66.7% are.
I don't think that we're representative of the entire population on the trail.
There's a boulder right there. Looks like it cleared quite a path when it came down. Smashing through some trees, toppling a few others. Imagine being on trail and that boulder just smashes right through. Top of Wildcat Mountain, the actual proper Wildcat Mountain. And it's so nondescript. There's no like marker or anything. There's a viewpoint, but it's just more hills and mountains. You've seen those. Onwards we trek to the Pinkham Notch hut, which is the last hut of the whites and the last opportunity for us to claim our free gifts that we get as through hikers. A free soup and some free baked goods. I have not reclaimed mine yet, so let's see if they have anything vegan on the menu. Otherwise those two are going to get it instead of me. Well, we got here Pinkham Notch hut, which is the furthest north of all of the huts, and the last one we can reclaim all of our gifts from. So we've gone and done that. Baked goods galore. Well, it's the morning after the day before, and we are just breaking camp. It was a really tough day. We got 8.6 miles done yesterday, which is not anywhere near what we usually aim for, but we're still really proud of ourselves because of how tough going that terrain was. It was honestly some of the worst terrain that we've had to tackle on this trip. Something like vertical walls and loose scrabbly rock, and it was a consistent uphill and then really steep downhill that you just can't walk down very easily. So all in all, a very tough day, and we're very proud of ourselves for what we did achieve. And today on to more stuff. So that's it from me. What do I usually say?
See you in the next one.
Yeah, that's it. That's it from me. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Ready to climb up this cliff?
Oh, is there a cliff?
You're climbing it now.
Oh. Does it get much worse?